Well, hello there! You might ask, Dan, what are you doing? It's 8 p.m. Where could you possibly be driving? I am driving to move sand and concrete for little to no money. You want to know why? Because we're desperate. Starting with pennies, buying the tools we need, getting the jobs we need, learning the skills we need, until eventually, folks, we will not be Broke Dan anymore. Welcome to the Broke Dan channel. So some guy had some block layers coming, and he needed all this sand and concrete unloaded, and he paid us $80 to do it. Big success. Made a quick $80. The only problem is it's 9:15 right now, and I have to go to my other job at 3 a.m. I think it's against the rules where I work to say where I work, but I generally work from like 2 a.m. to 9 a.m. So all the side hustle stuff that you're gonna see in this video, it's basically after I've already worked a 7-hour shift-ish. The job today is a collapsed shelf. Look, people, we gotta start somewhere. I did tell him, hey, for shorter jobs, I charge a lot in the beginning, but the more you ask me to do, the more I'm gonna make it worth it. Right now, they're actually compiling a list of different things that they need me to do around there. So I'm gonna go do it. So I was able to haggle this drill down to $20, crusty old drill. Also, this battery, it's all dirty, but I got it for $30. And then this charger for $15, such a good price. Right, we get this bag from Ace Hardware of stuff, and we're gonna head back to the job site. And here we've got the leaning tower of shelves. What am I doing with my life? So naturally, I've piled some crap underneath it to get the shelf back to where it needs to be. And actually, I think this metal right here is gonna insert into this notch when I start to screw it together. So this might be a lot simpler than I thought. Alright, so I screwed the bloody thing into the wall, and I added this bracket on the bottom as well. Yo, low-key, the whole thing just kind of came together after that. So, as you can see here, the thing's bloody straightened up now, and the customers love it. The customer also had me replace this water filter in their fridge and move this latch down just a little bit so this gate would engage. And for an hour's work, under $20. Next customer's house, we were pressure washing. Customer was a real gem, let me use their washer. Also, they had this leaking spigot they needed fixed. I used a push to connect, no tools needed. So this morning, we're going to repair a door. A door. Now, look, is there really that much money in repairing a door? Probably not. But you know, early on, you've got to take what you can get. Because you know what? Look. Lady's like, hey, I need my door fixed. Tomorrow, she needs a new house built. Look at this goofy looking door window frame McJiggy. All warped and stuff from the sun, I reckon. Looks like something out of Dr. Seuss book. Lucky break, we found some screw holes that are gonna make it open up real nice and easy. Now we gotta pry it right here. Get that thing out, it's glued, and there it is. Alright, now it's off to Lowe's to go find a new frame or something that, yikes, I didn't realize how hard it'd be to steer with that thing in my hand, but yeah, I gotta get a new one of these, whatever this is. Frame, it's called a frame. Honestly, y'all, I had to like desperately get this door done fast, so I don't have many footage of it. Here's the finished product. Oh, and they paid me $140 to do it. All right, we're now heading into a job where they need some rafters painted. It's a bit of a strange job, and honestly, after seeing the rafters, I think I may have underquoted it. So there's these 3 rafters in here, exposed rafters. Looks pretty cool, but yeah, it's gonna be a bit of a pain to paint. Ha! Does that rhyme? No, that doesn't really rhyme. Also, we had to buy a ladder. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and do a time-lapse of me painting this thing, because there's no audio. No audio when you do a time-lapse, you know? What do I even talk about? Yo, it's become painfully aware to me while standing on this ladder that I am getting overweight. So I'm a low-key try and drop some weight, too. So I maybe we'll document that. I don't know. This has been my complaint. The painting is going well. So I got my brush right here, and dude, there's these apexes up here that are just getting increasingly dangerous to paint. So anyways, I'm gonna tape my brush onto a stick. How about that, people? All right, let's see how this contraption works. That's ingenuity right there, people. God save the queen, we might be geniuses. Here is the finished product. They look much better painted. That is a wrap for week 1. Day 5, there is going to be no day 5, just because I want to spend some time with my family. And we're about to give birth, so I want to hang out with my wife, go on a couple dates between here and birth. So day 5, just a family day. And to round out the week, let's look at what tools we got. We got a drill, a battery, a charger, a paintbrush. Clean your paintbrushes, save them, people. You don't need to buy a new paintbrush every single time you do a job. Also, we got this pole. Can you believe that this customer was just going to throw this pole away? Ridiculous. We also got a really nice ladder. So after taking our income, subtracting $275 for tools and the material money, we come up with a profit of $336.52. And for those of you who have struggled through this video, thank you for watching. And I'll see you next time on The Broke Dan Channel.